He has an incredible physique as well, and I think he could also
14th in the world, man, and this kid is the future.
And it is Alex Toplyn is the best. Specifically is, if not the best, second best ever in men's physique.
Chicago, we are in you, and we are not going to pull out. What's up, guys? That is one weird way to start this video, but we're going to rock with it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We are here in Chicago traveling yet again. The only difference is we hopped on a plane instead of a 4-hour car ride. We are here for a Ghost photo shoot. We happen to be shooting my favorite product of all time, but we'll get there a little bit later. It is absolutely freezing, or better yet, it's not even freezing. It's just windy, which makes sense because we guess we are in the windy city, but I absolutely love this city. I cannot wait to get to the hotel room, but also see the team. It has been way too long. Your boy really has not traveled much, has not gone on too many flights, simply because Madden was born and I did not feel comfortable leaving him. This is my first trip not being with him, or better yet, being away from him for more than 24 hours. So still something I have to get used to, but we're here, baby. Let's have some fun.
And you say Shot City, Shot City, Shot City. I'm coming home again. Do you think about me now and then? Yeah. Do you think about me now and then? 'Cause I'm coming home again. I met this girl when I was 3 years old, and what I love most, she had so much soul.
Y'all just needed a black outfielder. That's all y'all needed. What's up, my boy? How come you got the cool jersey?
What up, big guy?
What's up, my man?
How we doing?
I'm good, man. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
All right, guys, fresh off the flight, straight to the first photo shoot of the day. Who would have thought they would have put a black person on the baseball mound? That's what I'm talking about, man. Did I say that right? Is it a baseball mound? Hey, batter, swing. But we are shooting. Am I allowed to say what we're shooting?
No, you can't. So do not fucking...
He said I can't. The boss said we can't speak on it, but this is going to be something fire. There's nothing more in this world than I hate is wasted talent. Brody, bro,
Yo!
talk to me. Why didn't you step on stage?
Oh,
Inside out peeled. Decided not to step on stage.
Because me and the boys did it. The boys was, you know, I have two, I wouldn't call them overweight, like they're in the gym, but they had weight to lose, to say the least. And so I just made it a competition to get my friends to get shredded.
And you won the competition, right?
Yes, it was a team effort though. So me and my boy Colin against my videographer,
Bro,
and my other guy.
You looked insane.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I coach a lot of people on stage. There was no doubt that you were like legitimately a peak week away from stepping on stage.
Fuck, so bad. It was fun. No. Oh,
Look good on my end.
Yeah, it looked cool. As long as it looked good from the
cool.
camera angle. Fuck.
All right, here you go.
Stop, I'm having to take a baby step. Already walking up to the plate. Feeling good, ready to roll. 1, 2, and top it down. Hold that, and cut. Perfect.
This just feels right.
I knew you were a catcher.
What they do?
You're good.
So what are the different signs?
Change up, curve. 4 is usually change up, you wiggle.
Gas.
Gasolina.
You did not just stare it down like that. Shoot 1 is in the book, so we are back at the Ghost HQ, just a little bit of a halftime. So we're gonna be here for the next couple hours, so I wanna use this time to make sure I stay on top of my meals. We have 300 grams of rice, 170 grams of beef, and a little bit of vegetables. And your boy is getting ready to knock out some work. So one thing I love about traveling here, specifically to Chicago and for Ghost, is they respect the fact that I still have a job and I need to make sure that I get back to my clients. Typically, I do not travel on Mondays, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays just because that's the heaviest bulk days for my check-ins. But sometimes it does end up falling on a check-in day. So thank God I have clients that just understand, but I still want to make sure I get their check-ins back to them at least in the same day. Traditionally, I get it back within the hour. So still trying to keep that standard high, but Whew, it's been a long day, guys. A long morning, a long day, and it's not even close to being finished. Your boy still has to train, still has to do his cardio, still has to shoot an urban photo shoot out in the city, so that's going to be another cold one. And we're going to find a way to get it done. That's just the reality of it, man. We can't make excuses, but I'm blessed, man. I would not trade my problems in for anybody else's, but here we are. You know, and I'll be honest, I wasn't even planning to shoot this video. There's been a lot just kind of going on in my head regarding bodybuilding, and as I'm sure every athlete out there could imagine, just the doubt starts to creep in, the questioning, and you know, I actually, to a degree, think this is just a part of the process at this point. I mean, you guys know I've been sharing pretty bluntly what's been going on throughout this prep, and obviously there's already been some ebbs and flows, and the ebbs have kind of felt pretty low, at least over the last, you know, week or so, and this was going to be the first video that I did not pick up, or better yet, the first time I didn't release a video for a prep series, which I have not done in the last 4 years that I've done a prep series. But I actually watched a Christian Guzman video. I'll play the clip right here because it really spoke to me.
Not as pumped up as I was week one, and just like the weigh-ins, nothing really great is happening this morning that's made me want to pull the camera out and, you know, start a vlog. But as I've been driving and just pulled up to Alphaland, that makes it ultra clear this is exactly why you need to click record. This is exactly why you need to start the vlog and share that not every single day or week is going to feel like an open, clear path for you to land your life plane, right? Not everything, the stars aren't going to be aligned for you all the time to just focus on what you want to focus on.
I feel like he was talking directly to me when he said this, and it made me realize that sometimes these are the moments you pick up the camera, or these are the most important times you pick up the camera, right? To document the raw and the real, even though it might feel heavy or uncomfortable or the last thing that you want to do, you do it. And I'm happy I did, because so far I feel like we've gotten some really good stuff, gave you guys an opportunity to see a little bit more behind the scenes of kind of what goes on here. But it's definitely been a long week here. And, you know, sometimes it's hard because I want to put on, not to say necessarily a front, but when you have clients who look up to you, sometimes you want to just be show the strong side of you, always, right? But, you know, sometimes, like I said, there's just the ebbs and flows of the process of a prep, and just because I'm a coach doesn't mean I don't go through what athletes go through, and I got to remind myself of that. All right, guys, moment of truth here. First time checking into the hotel room. I actually had to request a completely separate hotel room than the rest of the athletes just because I'm in prep and I needed a full kitchen, microwave, fridge, all that good stuff. Holy shit, this is crazy. No way, look at these views. I love this city so much, man. This is gonna be beautiful for sunset. Wow, we got the living room right here. Now moving on to the bedroom. Damn, man, this is so nice. Now, as much as I miss being home, I am definitely gonna enjoy an uninterrupted night's sleep tonight. Whew. Now moving on to the bathroom. Damn, look how big these showers are. This is so dope. Like I said, I don't know what I was expecting, but I definitely wasn't expecting this, man. Ghost always takes care of us every time, especially when we're on prep. They go above and beyond, and I'm so appreciative. As you can tell, your boy's extremely tired right now, so I'm gonna relax for about 45 minutes, sit down, get a little bit of work done, but I'm gonna get dressed for the gym, because your boy, even though we're here, gonna train at the hotel gym, definitely not going to be the best equipment. We're gonna find a way. In anticipation for this trip, I prepared a full 2 days worth of food, not knowing what my circumstances were going to be when I got here, so I had to plan for worst case scenarios. And honestly, now seeing what my reality is, I probably didn't necessarily need to, but when it comes to traveling, I cannot stress the importance enough of making sure you plan ahead, and that's exactly what I did. So now, even though I have the nicest hotel room that I think I've ever seen, I now have an opportunity to just focus on executing the meal plan, focus on my training, cardio, and also being present while I'm here with the athletes. And it's so unique because I haven't been able to travel much over this past year because of having a baby and wanting to be home, and honestly being afraid to leave home. And with this being my first time, it's still something I'm still getting used to, but it feels so damn good, the fact that I can not have to worry about executing the plan because of my environment, even though I'm in a completely new environment. So shout out to Ghost, man. They've been supporting me since 2022, and they've been the absolute best sponsors I've ever had. It's absolutely insane. If you guys ever need supplements, guys, trust me when I say the product is high quality. It would mean the world if you could support your boy. If you need protein powder, if you need pre-workout, if you need a pump product, if you need your vitamins, go check out Ghost. It'll mean the world. Code Alex at checkout, baby. Now, I'm gonna call my wife because I miss my son. Let me see him.
Alex, I'm in excruciating pain.
Oh, you're next to hurting. Can I see Madden?
Yeah, he's going down for a nap. Hold on, let me get up. It might take me a sec. You want to see Daddy?
What's up, little man? What's up?
Wait, hold on. I can't see because my neck.
I miss you. I miss you. Oh, let me see your smile.
See Daddy?
Let me see you smile. 1 hour lift done and dusted. Traditionally, I would train legs on my Wednesdays, but because I knew I was gonna be in an unfamiliar environment, I switched my leg day to Tuesday when I'm still home and moved my chest day to the day. And thank God I did, because as you guys can see, today's environment was definitely limited. We are training in my hotel gym, and though they don't have much, I always say if you have a cable machine, you can get creative and at least get a decent workout, and that's exactly what we did today. So today we started off our workout with cable presses, which have been a staple in my chest days. I always said cable presses were the reason why my chest went from nothing to something. Even though my chest isn't a dominant attribute of my physique, I can definitely see the progress ever since I started using cable presses over the last couple of years. And today, my warm-up sets were only 1 for most exercises. Usually I do 1 to 2, but the biggest difference was I usually do 2 failure sets, but today I did 3 because I knew that I didn't have like a compound exercise to really kind of take it to that next level. So we basically had more of a pump workout today, and as you guys can see, with the sweat dripping down, it's safe to say that we got the heart rate up and definitely got a good pump today. And today we did cable presses, again, 3 working sets, and then we moved on to low to high scoops, which again, haven't done those in a while, which is probably why my chest feels so fried. But we had to get a little bit creative. I didn't go too crazy heavy with the weight. I just wanted to make sure I can keep the good connection, because sometimes when I do that movement, I tend to connect with my shoulders rather than my chest. But absolutely fried, loved it. Every once in a while, I'm gonna start working these bad boys back in just to kind of break up the monotony like I did today. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow my chest is fucking fried, because I just had to do a lot of things that I wasn't used to. Now, I then went to cable flies, and this is where things got a little bit creative, because again, not being in my normal environment, I wanted to make sure the intensity was still high. Even if we don't have things to like make the weight extremely heavy, we wanted to make sure that again, we still pushed things, and that's exactly what we did. So I actually did something I used to do when I was younger, and you guys need to do this if you've never tried this, 100 reps in under 5.5 minutes. That's the goal. Set a timer on your phone, 5.5 minutes, and basically race the clock. The rule is you can't do any more than 25 straight reps, and your goal should be to not necessarily drop weight. If you have to, you have to, but again, the goal is to basically hit 100 reps in under 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And your boy almost hit that buzzer today. I think I went to 5 minutes and 27 seconds. I only had 3 seconds to spare, and I was absolutely dead. But and then we moved on to just high to low cable flies, and we called it a day. Only 4 exercises. Again, was it 12 working sets ish, 11 to 12 working sets. And your boy's feeling amazing right now. Kind of good, man. I did not expect to get this kind of workout. I'll be honest, I came into this not expecting much. Almost just wanted to cross it off the list, but thank God I came in here and got a good one in. So now we're gonna relax. Actually, we're not gonna relax, because we have 35 minutes of cardio, and then we're gonna get back in the hotel room, finish up these client check-ins, and then get some sleep, because we have a busy ass day tomorrow. But I wanted to try to get this in as quickly as possible, but at the same time, you know, not shave off too much time. I just want to make sure that I get back into my room so I can FaceTime Madden before he goes to sleep. And yeah, man, I'm not used to being away from him yet. So I'm just looking at photos on my phone and just realizing how much I miss him, and it sucks, man. So any new parents out there, or anybody who are parents who've been in this situation before, maybe any advice would be amazing. traveling is a big part of my life, and I absolutely love it to experience all of these cool environments. But how the hell do you do it when you got a little one at home, man? It's not easy. It is not easy. Day 2 is upon us. Final day here in Chicago. A day full of photo shoots. Your boy had to think outside the box. Even though I have a full setup here, kitchen, stove, microwave, all the fixings, I realized I didn't have some basic things. Pam spray. Oh, and actual eggs. Who would have thought? So I actually had to order from my place downstairs called Yolk. I had to call them and like make sure they were cooking in no oils. It's literally just 4 eggs. That's it. And meal 1 is 4 eggs, 50 grams of protein powder, and that's it. So here we are. So I'm gonna house this. Your boy just got done fasted cardio, so I'm going to hop in the shower as well. I have a pretty busy morning, and then I'm getting ready to head over to our second day of shooting before tonight I have to hop on our flight back home. Madden turned 4 months. Yeah, not 4. 4 months old today, so I get a chance to see him, and it's kind of crazy how fast he's growing right in front of my eyes. But last night, caught up on some sleep, caught up on some work, and woke up to the beautiful city. I love it here, guys. I cannot express this enough. And I'm so happy I decided to pick up this camera because I told you guys I was this close to not, man. It's just been a crazy week. And we also have to talk when I get back to Tampa because I just got the results to my PED test when I was downstairs. Your boy's frustrated. But only good vibes while we're here in Chicago. Day 2 of photo shoots is upon us.
And when I grew up, she showed me how to go. And at nighttime, my face lit up. So astounding, I told her, and my heart is where she always be. She never mess with entertainers, cause they always leave.
So today's photo shoots are gonna be pretty similar to yesterday. Same people, different environment, same product, but I did get word that the product we are shooting is going to be live around June 2nd. So you guys will see basically what we shot over these past 48 hours come to life very soon. We're at a pretty unique photo studio. When I say unique, I mean a lot of just this kind of random stuff scattered all throughout. Half of this building is industrial, the other half is like doctored up, nice lighting, lifestyle kind of setting. So pretty unique, pretty dope. I love this city so much, and specifically, I've had such a unique perspective of this city because every time I'm down here with Ghost, I feel like I'm shooting in somewhere completely new, seeing some of the most beautiful parts of this city. Now, there's a lot that I want to talk to you guys about, but we're gonna save that for when I touch back down in Tampa. These next 4 to 5 hours are gonna be, again, pretty similar to yesterday's. I'm not gonna take you guys through all of that again, but instead, I will see you guys back in Tampa. A few episodes ago, I told you guys that I was gonna send my PEDs out to get tested. The results finally came back. And honestly, as I sit here looking at these numbers, I am extremely frustrated. I was on the treadmill in Chicago. I finally got the email after 3 weeks of impatiently waiting, trying to figure out what I was taking. Was it real? What, did I just waste my off season? Like what is going on? I just wanted a lot of the answers to the questions that were sitting in my head now for months. And shout out to Cuts, because he's the one who told me, brother, just get your stuff tested and let's see, right? Instead of sitting here wondering, let's actually, take some actionable steps, and we did. And we sent our stuff out to Janoschik, one of the most reputable test places in the world. And now, 3 weeks later, the results are in. And come to find out, my testosterone that I was taking was 12.33 milligrams per milliliter. For those who don't understand what that is, basically what I thought I was taking was 250 milligrams per milliliter. I was taking basically bath water. Frustrated is an understatement. I took time off to prioritize my health, to do bodybuilding the right way. And now I just felt like I had so much wasted time once I got healthy, and then my return, trying to do things right, it just felt like it extended that even longer. And then I set my Mastron out. I wanted to see if that was legit. Same difference, 30.8 milligrams per milliliter. So basically this past off season into the first 10 weeks of this prep, I had been basically taking nothing. And me being me, I know my physique, but as athletes, athlete brain is real. So I started to convince myself that my body just needed a second because it's been off for so long, and I just started to speak lies to myself. And even though I was losing body fat, which was very clear, I just never found that roundness, that pop, right? Like the things that PED gives. been doing this long enough to have an eye for it, but like I said, when the athlete brain gets involved, sometimes it just dilutes the judgment, and that's exactly what happened. And I'm frustrated, man. Partly embarrassed, and I'm sitting here and it feels like I have no direction. And so when I was talking to you guys earlier about, you know, kind of going through the last couple of weeks and the emotions of that, it's this, right? Like, there's no worse feeling to be being in a prep, doing everything you can do to improve, and not feeling like your work is being validated by the eye test. If anything, it almost feels like it's going the opposite direction. So I don't know what's next. I do know that we are in prep, and all I can do at this point is control what I can control. The good and positive about this is that I found a legit source, got tested as well, came back even overly dosed than what it actually said on the bottle, which I'll take that any day. And literally the first couple weeks of being on, I feel the difference. I notice my sex drive is higher, my body's temperature is higher, the roundness is slowly starting to come back, but the timeline that I initially had in my head is basically just thrown out of the window. And now, I always said I'm gonna be back on stage when I'm ready, when I'm at my best, and nothing changes. The only difference is it's just gonna be a little longer. So the goal is still the goal. And I wanted to record this part specifically, you know, because honestly, this felt embarrassing to even record this. But at the same time, I wanted to record this so you guys could see. Like, this is the real and the raw of prep. Because I know I'm not the only one who goes through this and have gone through this. And I know there's probably some of you out there watching right now who are taking something that you probably hope is real, but you don't fully know. Get your shit tested. Know what you are putting into your body. I cannot stress this enough. If you're going to do it the right way. I've done things the wrong way, and as frustrating as it is now to even to think I was doing the right thing, sometimes you need to slow down in order to speed up. And that's exactly what I've done in this situation. So again, use this as a learning opportunity, all right? Because again, as annoying as it might have been, I can look at this, I would say life is about perspective. I've basically been off gear for almost 2 years at this point. So now my body's gonna be firing on all cylinders. It's going to be responsive, healthy, and we're gonna go fucking get it. When? I don't know, but we're gonna go fucking get it. Dear Madden, I'm sorry for missing your letter last week. To be honest, there was a lot I felt like I could say, but I just didn't know how to say it. And I let my pride get in the way of sharing some of my low moments because I only want you to see me as strong. And last week, that was the last thing that I felt. But as I'm sitting here writing this, I'm reminding myself that being strong when it's easy is something weak people can do. But being strong when life is giving you every reason not to be, now that's true strength. And I think I just needed that reminder. But on another note, this week I took my first overnight trip away from you and your mom, and my biggest fear happened. I blinked, and you grew up. You turned 4 months old yesterday. Your hair is getting thicker. You're getting taller and taller. The doctor even said you're in the 90th percentile for your height. I think the Eagles are gonna get a future first-round draft pick on their hands. And somehow, in the amount of time that I was gone, you turned into a belly sleeper. You definitely got that one from your mom. But I love you more than anything in this world. Everybody told me how hard it was going to be to pursue bodybuilding, operate Manifest, stay consistent on YouTube, all while being a present dad. But you've added a structure to my life that made each and every one of these things better than what it was before. So I'm going to need you to promise me one thing. No matter what you have going on in life, no matter who's telling you to stop, if you believe in something, don't allow other people's limitations to cloud your judgment. Because the people who change their lives, and sometimes even the world, are usually the ones who are crazy enough to believe it. Love, Dad.